At the lowest point in my marriage, I was absolutely convinced that I had married the wrong person. I was sure that my husband, John, was not as smart, spiritually evolved, or capable as I was. I believed I had made a bad choice. Secretly, I was embarrassed by him. Maybe it wasn't so secret. In the early years, I thought that as his wife, well, I would just help him become a better person. Armed with recommendations from experts who encouraged me to be direct about my complaints lest they fester into resentment, I explained to John that it would be a lot more romantic if instead of watching so much TV, for example, he'd surprise me by taking me out. I let him know that I was deeply concerned that he wasn't initiating much activity in the bedroom and that he wasn't making enough of an effort to spend time with me. I showed him how he could be more ambitious at work by telling him what to say to his boss to ask for a raise. I pointed out the shortcomings in his diet, no veggies, and made suggestions for how he might cut back on junk food. As you will no doubt be shocked to learn, none of this motivated my husband to change or improve himself, nor did it improve our relationship. Quite the opposite. He dug in his heels and seemed more committed than ever to doing the things that bothered me. We argued a lot. I understood that my husband didn't like to be criticized. No one does. Of course, he wanted to feel a sense of autonomy over his own life. We all do. But what about the things that were important to me? He didn't seem to care about those, no matter how much I explained or how hard I tried to make him understand. My marriage was hopeless. I read lots of articles and books on how to have a better relationship. Communication was supposedly key, but my husband was not responding the way I wanted him to. He didn't even seem to be listening. Most of the time, I felt that he was just tuning me out, which was infuriating. How could he be more interested in watching a rerun than talking to me or even making love? 6 years into the marriage, it was clear that my husband would never do the things that he knew, because I'd told him, would improve our relationship and make me happy. It was the source of near constant bickering and several knockdown, drag-out fights. I insisted we go to marriage counseling, and he reluctantly agreed. But 6 months later, our problems had only gotten worse. I realized that my husband was never going to open up about his feelings or help out more around the house or make an effort to spend time with me or say the tender, loving things I craved. I felt trapped. I was deeply hurt and afraid that I would never have the kind of marriage I'd envisioned, one where we'd have long talks, enjoy lots of physical passion, and laugh together. At least, not while I was married to him.